today is to make this hologram viewer. Alright, you ready? Let's begin. To complete your viewer, you're going to need the following supplies. You're going to need some clear Scotch tape. You're going to need a marker. You're going to need an index card, a pair of scissors, a clear overhead sheet, and a protractor. So go ahead and assemble those materials and start this tape again. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our marker, our index card, and our protractor to make a template. Alright, so let's begin. First thing you want to do is take one of these bottom lines, try to use the bottom line all the way at the bottom of the card, not at the very end, but the first line in, and go ahead and mark 4 inches across the bottom. Your inch marks are across the bottom here, and it starts with 0 here, goes all the way up to 4. So go ahead and mark from the bottom, from your 0 mark, all the way up to your 4 inches, and make you a nice solid line connecting the two, just like that. Alright? Using a protractor has degrees on the outside here. This very center cross section right there where I could put that dot, that's where you're going to start right at the end, right there. You're going to start at the end and make sure this line is nice and flush along and even with this, parallel with this line right there. Then you're going to look for 60 degrees. Here's your 0 degree mark. It goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And right at the end of the 60 degree mark, you're going to put a dot. So go ahead and take your protractor, the straight edge of your protractor, and from that dot there, the end dot, all the way through that 60 degree mark, go ahead and make a line. Okay? Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take and put that center mark again on the dot to this side. You're going to even it up. And notice the degree mark, there's a center degree mark also. It goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, which is right across from this 180 degree mark. But you would mark right there. Okay? And then again, take the straight edge and mark all the way through. So you should end up getting a triangle like that. Okay? The next thing, remember that bottom mark was 4 inches across the bottom. So you're going to use this bottom part where it has inches along it, and you're going to put the 0 at this part right here, and you're going to measure up 3 inches and make a mark. You're going to go on this side, measure up 3 inches, and try to be as accurate as you can. Make a mark. And then you're going to connect those two across. Again, remember 3 inches on this side and 3 inches on that side. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to take our template here and we're going to cut it out. Try to cut it out as accurate as possible. Cut it along the sides, top, and bottom. Okay. So now you have this figure. If you're in British units, this would be called a trapezium. In American, you would say this is a trapezoid. So you just basically made a trapezoid or a trapezium right here. So we're going to use this trapezium, and we're going to take this sheet of overhead plastic paper, and I'm going to take and put a piece of white paper under so you can see. But I'm going to take this template and put right at the edge. Bottom is going to go right at the edge, and try to be as accurate as possible. Then you're going to take your marker, mark up the sides, across the top and down the side. And then you're going to turn it over, flip it over like this so you can use the sides. Make sure the top is right there, sides right along the top. And then you go across the top, along the side. Okay. Alright, then you're going to slide it down, flip it over again. Don't really matter which side because they should be accurate. Go along the bottom, right at the bottom. Go across the top, and then down the side. And then you're not going to have enough room on this other side. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip it. And I like flipping it on this flat side because it's easier that way. Lines up better. And then make one more. So you have 4 different trapeziums or trapezoids. Okay? Once you get that, go ahead and cut those 4 pieces out right along those lines. Now that I have these 4 parts, the 4 different trapeziums or trapezoids, now I will take and assemble them together. So make sure you have your clear cellophane tape. Okay, have that ready. And the easiest way that I found, because you do, if you take and tape them right together and you want the long sides together with the smaller sides in the middle, I found out if you try to tape them like this, it's too tight. So I found the best way to do it is to align the edges. Okay, get you a piece of tape as long as possible. Again, align the edges, and when you get them aligned, run it down one side and then fold it over so you have that little bit of gap, and it works well that way. And then take and hold the next one with a piece of tape. Hold the next one together, both sides aligned like that and bottom aligned. Then run it down the edge, fold it over. Again, now we have 3 sides connected. Now you just do the final side. Don't forget, put all the small bottoms together like that. Get a piece of tape. Align the bottom and sides. Run it down the side. Fold it over. Okay, now you have this, and the final piece is fold that together, get your piece of tape, find the edge, fold it over, and then open it up. There you go. You have your hologram viewer. Okay? Once you've constructed your hologram viewer, go to the next slide and see how to use it.